Yay, we get to talk about the pedophile game again. Let's go.
No. Wait. Wait. Are you okay? No, you're joking.
I finished Schoolgirl Zombie Hunter, and I can confidently say I was wrong. This is actually an okay game. To reiterate my point in the first video, it's nowhere near like AAA quality. Like if this game was $40, I would have said no, not in a million years. Don't fucking buy this. But for the game that it is, it's actually pretty good. A lot of my points in the original video do stand. Like I still think the gunplay is good. I like the weightiness to the weapons. I like how the guns feel. Like, they don't feel like pea shooters. I don't feel like I'm holding a squirt gun. So the gunplay is still nice. I still think the mechanics of the game are good. I just think there's some issues here that unfortunately later on in the game become way more apparent. Like, for example, the biggest issue I have with this game is the AI. The AI for both teammates and enemies is so goddamn brain dead. The teammates in this game are literally punching bags. You could shoot an explosive zombie right in front of them. You want to know what they'll do? They'll go, ooh, piece of candy, and then they'll just fucking stand there and let it blow up in their face. I'm just like, could you not program the AI to just, like, move? Surely that can't be that hard. I've done some computer work, I've done some stuff with AI. Having the AI move away from an explosion, very simple. But nope, because they're essentially just giant meat suits to sit there and take damage while you actually do something. But other than that, the teammates are basically useless. But some of the things in the video I originally made actually did improve later on. Like, one of the criticisms I had was that there was not enough enemy variety, because it was pretty much just the normal zombies, and then like one chef dude.
Hello there, children.
Chef, what would a priest want to stick up my butt?
Goodbye.
But later on in the game, there are way more special zombies. I mean, dude, this shit becomes like a Resident Evil game. There's no giant vampire ladies with big titties, but we do get two human torsos, like, stitched together to become like a dog kind of zombie. And then we get another zombie where it's like it crawls on the ceiling and it has its ribs exposed, then it can like extend its neck and like grab you from the ceiling and shit. And there's another thing I was talking about in the original video, is how that I didn't know if each character had their own unique ability. They do, actually. Each character has their own unique ability. Unfortunately, this is one of the cases to where all the characters, for the most part, are pretty much exactly the same, except for this one ability. But the thing is that one ability is so obviously better than the other four. We have, quick rundown, one character is able to revive teammates without the use of an item.
And a crazy doctor.
Well, that's it.
But the thing is that this is literally only usable in missions where you have teammates. And not only are those missions for the most part really easy, because this game is pretty easy, 9 times out of 10 you won't even get any usage out of it. Like less than half the missions have teammates. In only some of those missions you're even allowed to play this character. It's basically a pointless ability. It's the character I use the least by far. You have another character, the red-haired girl. She is able to run really fast, uses less stamina, and dodges farther. But the problem is that she has less health. So on the higher difficulties of this game, you will literally die in 2 hits. It is basically suicide to use this character on anything above normal, and it's really sad, because like I think it's fun to just fucking run like Sonic. In my opinion, she is the worst character in the game, simply because she has basically no health. There's another character that's a really nice ability, but unfortunately once you get a certain point, it's literally unusable. It makes it so it marks all the collectibles and shit on the map, which is really nice. Really nice. But unfortunately, the issue with this is that once you get all the collectibles, there's no reason to ever play this character again. At that point, she's just useless. Then you have another character, stun resistance. Certain attacks that would like knock you down or knock you back or stun you, she just sits there and takes it. Which on paper sounds really nice, but the problem is that that's all it does. So you have to be taking damage in order to use this ability, which is obviously something you don't want to do. So it's more of like a just-in-case kind of scenario. Certain attacks that knock you down, the enemies can't hit you while you're knocked down. So you're invincible during that time. So in ways, it's honestly kind of a disadvantage. And not to mention the next character we're gonna mention, which is obviously the best, has an ability that basically makes this completely useless. Which the next character we're gonna talk about, she literally makes it so whenever you're meleeing, you use less stamina, and whenever you're meleeing, you are completely invincible. So if there's ever an enemy that's about to stun you, just melee, the attack will hit you, and it just won't do anything. You'll just sit there and take it. It won't even damage you. So, like, there's no reason to use the stun knockback when you could just be invincible. Like, it makes all the other characters completely obsolete. She's the character I've used by far the most, because there's not really much of a reason to use the other characters. There's a few missions where the other characters are pretty useful, like the final boss, which is fucking terrible, by the way. Oh my god, one of the worst fights I've ever had. It's literally just a zombie that fucking does Michael Jackson moves and starts prancing around everywhere.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
And then he'll hit you. And then if he misses, he just stands there and goes, ooh, and then you get to wail on him. And that's it. And meanwhile, 500 billion trillion quandale ding dillion fucking special zombies are summoning all the fucking time. It's so annoying. It's just spamming you with ads. And of course, the AI that you're fighting with, this is like the only mission where the revive ability is actually useful. You have to revive your teammates like every 2 seconds because the zombies will just bombard them and they won't move an inch. And they'll just sit there and die. So you would literally half the match will just be running from teammate to teammate reviving them. And the final boss himself, it's so poorly designed. It's like I said, he just sits there, prances around, and then he tries to hit you, and if you dodge it, you get to shoot him, and it's literally just that. It takes fucking forever. It's so unfun to fight. This is this is probably the worst mission in the game. Except for the maze missions, which just suck. But for the most part, this game is actually pretty fun. There's a lot more level variety as the game goes on. The actual missions themselves are all pretty simple. You know, stuff like, defend this base, last this long, kill this many zombies, walk over to this place, destroy these gates that spawn. But then you have like side missions where some of them can be kind of interesting. Like you have ones where you have to snipe and defend one of your teammates, which on the harder difficulty, some of these missions are absolute dog shit because the hitboxes in this game and the hit registration is fucking terrible. And there's no aim assist, and the aiming itself is really sensitive. So aiming with a sniper is just hell. Your sensitivity will never slow, so if you're like a quarter of an inch off a zombie and you ever so slightly tap your stick, it'll send you off into fucking Narnia. Some things do kind of bug the shit out of me, like for example, some of the zombies are fucking annoying, in particular the cracked out zombies, because like I said before, they will follow you to the ends of the earth, and they will not stop. Ever. They will sit there and follow you, back revving you, ready to shove their dick in your ass. And it doesn't help that they honestly spawn more than the regular zombies. But I think the increase of difficulty as the game goes on is really nice, because the first few missions are they're so easy, and it's like not even like a fun kind of easy, it's like almost boring in a way, because there's not even enough zombies to like just sit there and wail on them in a horde and just get an assault rifle and just go brrrr. It's not even like enough zombies to do that. Later on in the game, there's definitely a lot more zombies that spawn. And I think because of the difficulty later on, it makes it more fun. But I also think that once you beat the game on normal and you move on to hard and extreme, especially on extreme, this game crosses the barrier of fun hard into more rigged hard. The way the difficulties work is they're not actually harder. Everything just takes longer. It's like the final boss isn't any different. It's the same boss. Same moves, same patterns, same AI, everything. The only difference is that he just takes longer to kill and he does more damage. That's it. There's no new patterns to learn, there's nothing else to actually learn. It's the same thing, it just takes longer. Which, I really don't like that mindset for difficulty. Add some new attacks, add some new patterns to learn. Don't just double his health and call it a day. Like, that's so boring. Especially since Extreme, the zombies, dude, some of the special zombies fucking forever to kill. They take forever to kill. And when they're infinitely spawning in front of your face, it sucks. But normal and hard are fine. I don't really have this issue on normal or hard. I have not quite 100%ed the game yet. I am very close. But there's one mission in particular that is just so... no. You see, there are boss fights in this game, okay? And for the most part, they're pretty easy. They're pretty fucking easy, except for the last one. The last one's bullshit. In this mission, you have to literally go through a gauntlet of all of them. How does that work? There's like clone zombies, which are what they sound like. They're just zombie clones of you. And they're pretty easy to defeat. But the final boss in this gauntlet is the final boss of the game. And although there's no zombie hordes swarming you, it's just you and the boss. So I'm not even kidding you. The entire boss fight is run in a circle.
I don't want to do this no more.
I got you, homie.
Fucking meow.
Dodge, attack, shoot, rinse, repeat. And that's it. This is like one of the reasons I was kind of hesitant on platinuming it, because I really didn't want to have to do this mission on every difficulty, because you have to triple S every mission on every difficulty. This shit is just ass.
I was like, damn, nigga, what you doing out here with all this ass?
It's such an annoying fight, and I just feel like it's just so poorly designed, because the mindset isn't make it challenging and fun, it's make it hard, but not in a fun way. It's more just, how can we make this attack as hard to dodge as possible and do as much damage as possible? And that's kind of what this game turns into later on. It basically just turns into, how do we make this game harder? Just spawn more shit in there. It eventually gets to the point where your guns just don't do enough. It doesn't matter what you have, they're just not going to do enough. And with them infinitely spawning in some missions, it just makes certain missions, cough cough the maze missions, just absolute ass cheeks. I have not played multiplayer, unfortunately, because, shocker, I couldn't get any of my friends to buy the pedophilia game.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
How dare they? I can't confirm whether it works or not. I tried making a multiplayer lobby, but every time I tried to join a room, it just said, you know, not available. But for some reason, I'm assuming this game is probably completely dead. Most likely. I could check the Steam numbers right now. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna do that right now.
5 minutes later.
So, I just checked the player numbers on Steam. Granted, this is just Steam, not console or anything, but it has a grand total of 0 people playing it.
What the fuck?
I don't know if this game would be any better multiplayer. I'm assuming it would because you're playing with friends, but like, I don't know if any of these issues would really be fixed in multiplayer. Because I think this game has a good basis. It has good mechanics, it has good gunplay, all that. But I just think the mindset of the way the game is designed is just inherently flawed. Simply because of the fact that the difficulty is basically just bogged down to make things take longer equal harder. And that's how they create the game. How do we make the missions harder? Just throw more shit in your face. And that is unfortunately kind of what this game devolves into. I still think it's a fun game, but it's just very low effort. This is just my opinion. I haven't met the devs, so I don't know. Maybe they poured their heart and souls into this. I don't know. But from my perspective, I feel like this game could have been better if they just put in a little bit more effort into things like the AI and the mission design, because eventually it gets to the point where it's literally just throw shit in your face, and then that's kind of it. Oh yeah, you do get a rocket launcher, by the way. It's really good. I just didn't use it, because the thing does so much goddamn splash damage to not only you, but your teammates as well. So yeah, I don't have much else to say. Alright, so I'm an idiot, and I forgot to mention a few things after I just finished talking about how, oh, I think I'm done for 20 fucking minutes, but... so, I have, since recording that past segment, 100% of the game. I now have every single weapon. Okay? Every single mission is S-ranked. Triple S-ranked, I'm sorry. This took actually not that long, and I'll be totally honest, it really wasn't that hard either. Some of the missions, like for example, the final mission, like I said before, this one, absolute bullshit. This mission made me want to kill myself, at least the first time I did it. After that, it was fine. But I have now 100% completed the game, and I got the final trophy, so I now have the platinum. And I will say this. A few things before we talk about that experience. I forgot to mention the soundtrack, which is like strangely really good. Like, it has no right being as good as it is. Like, it got to a point where I literally just stopped listening to the gameplay, just turned up the music, it was just bopping. Like, it was actually pretty damn good. Second off, in my previous video, I said that as far as I could tell, weapon levels, or levels do not do anything, and they do. They actually affect your stats. See how every single character has different HP and stamina? The higher you level the character, the higher their HP and stamina goes up. So that's what leveling does, so I was wrong about that. I'm an idiot. And the last thing is that in order to get all the trophies, you had to get all the weapons, and let me tell you this. Every single weapon has a certain drop rate in, like, a certain missions. So what I mean by that is the base guns without any additional effects are, like, within the first chapter, alright? And then once you get onto the second chapter, you start getting things like piercing rounds, and once you get later, you get, like, blasts, you know, all that shit. Certain weapons are very common. Certain weapons are not. And let me tell you, I had to play one mission for 7.5 fucking hours for a rapid-fire aim assist pistol that I will never fucking use. This shit was pain. I had to do one mission for 7.5 hours. You wanna know how long that mission takes to beat? This one. Time limit 10 minutes, you wanna know how long it takes? Yeah, best time, 1:39. For 7.5 hours. Oh boy, it has been a while since I have been this bored. I was literally doing it on the first day, and I was like, I'm gonna get the platinum. I'm gonna get the platinum. No, I'm not. I gave up after 4 hours. And then I said, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Then I didn't do it tomorrow. After a few more hours, that like a couple days later, I gave up. And then I came back today. Boom, I got it within like an hour. It was complete pain. I hated myself. That's the review of the game. The platinum is a complete piece of shit. Don't get the platinum. Please don't. Your sanity will thank you. And I have to go now because I really have to pee. Also subscribe, please. I'm begging you.
I have children in my basement.